Hello everybody, we're getting ready to do lesson 2.2 for Algebra 1. It'd be part 1. Other parts of the lesson and worksheets are available here at this email. 2.2, solving one-step equations. We got a 32-point skill sheet and we got a 14-point note-taking guide here. Here's the objective and it is part 1. Okay, teachers, bell work here. Here's your bell work for this lesson. Compare the values of x and square root of x for this situation here and for this situation. Give examples to justify your thinking, students. And then let n be any number. From here, how many values of n is the square root of n a rational number? Explain your reasoning here. So, okay. I'll give you 6 minutes for this. Welcome back. For solutions to your bell work, here is a solution for your bell work. And then here's an explanation of it. Square root of x equals 1/2. 1/4 is less than 1/2. And then for x greater than 1, for example, if x is equal to 9, then square root of x is 3, and then 9 would be greater than 3. That'd be a good response for there. And then down here, for 31 values of n, square root n is a rational number. If a number is a whole number, it must be a perfect square in order to have a rational square root. The largest number that, when squared, is less than 1,000 would be 31. So 31 squared is this. So there are 31 perfect squares. I mean, that'd be kind of a trick response to that. Okay, so into our lesson 2.2, solve one-step equations. You've solved equations using mental math. You will solve one-step equations using algebra this time. Okay, so inverse operations are two operations that undo each other, such as addition and subtraction. When you perform the same inverse operation on each side of an equation, you produce an equivalent equation. The equivalent equations have the same solution. So, key concept, addition property of equality. Adding the same number to each side of an equation produces an equivalent equation. Here's an example here, x minus a equals b. So when we add a to both sides, we get x equals b plus a. This is the same value as this would be here by using the addition property of equality. And then for subtraction property of equality, subtracting the same number from each side of the equation produces an equivalent equation. We have this situation here. We're trying to isolate our x, so we subtract a from both sides. This is the same value as this equation over here. Okay, students, in your own words, define inverse operations and equivalent equations. Define in your own words. Solve an equation. Excuse me. Solve an equation using subtraction. So in this example here, we got this here. How would we solve it? We're going to subtract 7 from both sides, isolate our x, and then that'll give us this situation here. X equals -3 because we isolated our x. Solution is -3, and then we stick it back in for a check. Here's our original here. We stick it back in here, and 4 equals 4. So -3 checks as a solution here. Okay, at first guide practice, solve the equation. Check your solution. Students, this is yours, and we're going to do this right now in our practice. So solve the equation, check your solution. Here they are. We're going to use the subtraction property here, and we're going to use the addition property on this side here. Adding 5 and subtracting 7, we isolate our variable. Y equals 3, x equals 8, and then here, how would we check that? Well, here's the first check, it checks. Here's the second check, it checks. So, plugging in our values here. Okay, example 2, solve an equation using addition. What do we do here, class? Well, horizontal form, we get two different formats here. Here's horizontal. Then we're going to use the vertical over here. So Here's horizontal where we add 12 to both sides. Here we're going to add 12, but we're going to put it below the original line here, which, you can do it either way. And then 15, x equals 15 here. These cancel out, and x equals, what's 12 and 3? 15. And over here, same thing. Okay. These cancel, then you have 3 plus 12. Okay. So our second guided practice here, solve the equation. Students, this is on you. So solve the equation. How do we do that? We're going to add 11 to both sides, don't we? We want to isolate our q, right? So we got to add 11 over here. These cancel out. Then you have negative 5 plus 11 equals q equals 6. And our check, right? Here's our check. Negative 5 equals negative 5. It checks out. So that was part 1 of 2.2. Part 2, and I think there's a part 3. Email me here. Thank you.